Alexander Gustafsson versus Glover Teixeira. This fight is going to be the main event in Germany on June 20th, and both these guys are coming off losses. Both these guys also fought the champ and did relatively well compared to some of the other guys who had that chance to fight Jon Jones. And at UFC 172, Glover Teixeira went 5 rounds, and he lost a unanimous decision, and he was really bloody, really beaten up, must have been in pain, and we saw him come back at UFC 179. He fought Phil Davis, and he was a heavy favorite. A lot of people thought he was going to beat Phil Davis. He had just come off that title shot, and he lost. All 3 rounds, he was taken down, pretty much beaten up in every single aspect of the fight. He didn't do too well, Glover Teixeira, and he's getting his chance now after 2 losses in a row, one to the champ, to fight Alexander Gustafsson, the Mauler, the one who so many fans love, and the one that we really wanted to see get his chance to fight Jon Jones again. We really thought that he matched up with Jon Jones great because of his size, his 6'4" frame, and he had a shot. He went in there at UFC on Fox 14, and he fought Anthony Johnson, and people thought he was going to win that fight. He was the favorite in that fight, and in the first round, he was knocked out. I think he actually just went down on the floor. It was over, and when we saw it when he got up, he was crying. He really poured his heart into that, coming off that injury, and it just didn't go his way. But the good thing is that we get to see him come back now and fight Glover Teixeira, and the winner of this fight is going to move up closer towards another chance at Jon Jones or whoever holds the title at that time. And the loser might become some kind of gatekeeper here. Or we might see somebody change weights. That's plausible too. I want to ask you guys first, who do you think wins the fight? How do you think these 2 guys match up? Now, at 28 years old, Alexander Gustafsson and Glover Teixeira, he's the older man. He's 35 years old. So, how do you think they match up at this point? I'm going to tell you my feelings. I feel like Glover Teixeira had a great career. He went on a huge winning streak, beating Bader and Quinton Jackson, James DeHuna, a ton of fighters. And when he finally got his chance, he came out empty-handed. And we saw him come back versus Phil Davis. We thought he was going to do better, and he didn't. So either physically he's not there or mentally he's not the same. Because, if you look back before Jon Jones, we really thought he would have beat Phil Davis. Alexander Gustafsson fought a really tough Anthony Johnson. And we saw what Anthony Johnson did to him. I feel like Alexander's younger. He has more to give at this point. His heart is in the right place. And I'm not sure if the same is true about Glover Teixeira. So I'm going to go with Alexander Gustafsson. I think he's going to be the favorite. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he's going to be a heavy favorite. This might be kind of close. But I feel like Alexander just has more to give, and after seeing him cry right there, and his loss to Anthony Johnson, he must have never thought that was going to happen. He must have thought that he was going to win that fight. That's why he was crying, and I expect Alexander to go out there and give it a better show. I think that Glover is more of a powerful fighter, while Alexander is more of a finesse fighter, a technically sound fighter. And I think since Alexander's still the younger man, he's going to have the speed there. He probably always did. And he's going to be able to outclass Glover Teixeira. Standing up. That's what I think. Peace out, guys. I think that Alexander Gustafsson will either win by unanimous decision or knockout.